So, Brad, firstly, welcome to Hemel, but the obvious question is why Hemel?
It's been a long time, obviously from winning on penalties over at Vauxhall Road as manager at Braintree and the club, and we've been in contact for Dave and got on really well over the years, and we've stayed in touch. It's a very ambitious club, and the aims of where it wants to go is something what I are ambitious for as well. And when it came available, there was a no-brainer really, and we jumped at the chance.
Obviously, it's a difficult scenario. You're a manager yourself. For one manager to lose a job mid-season, but it does provide different opportunities to come in and reset and refresh things.
Yeah, it's totally agree with what you're saying. Obviously, been over to quite a few games home and away, knowing the players personally, quite a few in depth. Been in touch, and obviously looking at what's been going on is where we need to strengthen and where we need to improve on is something that I feel comfortable that we can do.
And you say you've had a chance to look at games. Is that what managers do when they're sort of out of a job? They go around looking at all different games, different players, so that when that opportunity comes, you're ready to jump it straight in.
Yeah, it's something that I've love. Been out of it, had opportunities for other clubs. Didn't jump at the chance. I wanted to wait and bide my time for the right thing that suits me and my staff. The club that's ambitious is obviously this club and what we want to do. But yeah, going around and watching games is something that I constantly do. Not just this club. In my time, my spare time, going into academies and stuff like that. I love watching football. And yeah, this level below, even the level above, been doing some analysis work, and while I've been out of the game, but still looking at players and strengths of where we can hopefully get some players over the line if we need to.
So, what can the Hemel fans expect in the short term? Obviously, we'll touch on the derby that's coming up tomorrow. But what can they expect from your team in the short term? Because results have been quite inconsistent at times.
Yeah, personally, right from the get-go, the work ethic is going to be stepped up. The fitness levels is obviously been looked at straight away. Our team, our mentality of how we play, where we press and how hard we work, we're very resilient, very fast, very fit. We pass, we exploit teams and weaknesses. We commit ourselves to everything. We put our body on the lines. We know our jobs. So they're being very enthusiastic. The fans will appreciate the work ethic, and if we lose by a great goal or someone scores a worldie, we applaud that, we accept it and we move on. But ultimately, it's about what we do now moving forward, game by game. So the fans will see and expect, and we will deliver with attitude and effort, and they'll appreciate our effort and our work ethic as well.
Well, they're a very passionate bunch, small in number, but very passionate nevertheless. And they'll be wanting a victory tomorrow after the disappointing defeat to our near neighbours earlier on in the week. What will your message be to the players from the off in terms of not only is it your first game in charge, but it's also a derby off the back of that defeat?
Yeah, it's a derby. All derby, you want to be playing in. I'd love to be out there still kicking. I'll be winning and kicking every tackle and every header as well. They'll see that from me, the mentality, the fans, the players have already seen that from me. So it's going to be a very high intensity game. They're going to want to roll their sleeves up and work hard, not just for me, but the fans and the club, but also themselves. It's a new start, it's a fresh start for these guys over the short term. Possibly long term as well, as long as they listen and we work hard and we do exactly what the game plan is. And I'm sure these players will do well. The fans will be very pumped up. We'll look after and make them welcome as well before the game. And you'll see right from the start our work ethic of how we're going to approach this game.
And you've got plenty of league experience at this level, having got promoted out of it as well. Do you think, from what you've seen so far, that actually it's not too far off for us sort of pushing up the table, maybe a late playoff push?
Absolutely. The squad, it needs fine tuning. We've obviously, with what Mark brought in, you can see in areas where we need to strengthen. That's something that we've been looking at, and something that we improve on. But technically, the guys, they're very good. Very confident in what they can do. I think we just need to fine tune it, give individual jobs a lot more. And what I expect from my players and what formation we do with and without the ball, they will understand that very quickly. And then we'll move one game at a time. And then along the way, we'll go on a great run. I'm sure we'll have some ups and downs, but ultimately, we'll be together and we'll be working really hard for it.
And lastly, you mentioned the relationship there with the chairman. Obviously, that's so important for a manager and a chairman to have a good relationship. But Dave is Mr. Hemmel. He's been here for a number of years and puts a lot of effort in. From your early conversations and from that relationship, do you get that feel, the same feel that we get, that he wants this club to be successful?
Absolutely. Yeah, ultimately, you can see it from the start, even as a player when you used to play against myself playing here on away games. You knew what he was ambitious about, his plans and what he did. And most importantly, furthering that forward into coaching role, managerial role, when I've come up against this home and away, he's always been a very, pleasant, honest guy, and you've got to respect that. I can see what he wants to do with the club and what he's done with the stadium, where it's moved on so quickly and it's fantastic facilities. So we've kept in touch, and as I said, I never burn my bridges with anyone in football, and that's a part and parcel of football. It's a winning mentality. Obviously, you bite the bullet otherwise. But ultimately, yes, he's got his ideas and his plans, and he knows my plans as well. Our expectations has been laid out, and we've got really good ambitions for the club, not just this season but next season as well. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck for the future and obviously for tomorrow, and let's hope we can get 3 points.
Yeah, no worries, that'd be great. I'd just like to wish all the fans and everyone a part of the directors a happy new year. Look forward to seeing you soon. I will be having a Q&A with the fans, and we'd like to invite everyone down when it's right for the club, and then we'll have a good catch up.